Scaling up the images.
Awesome. Great. We are live. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. We are joined by Ziga today. It doesn't have his name up there, but that's okay. Ziga Judar is joining us today, and yeah, he's also the recently you might have seen him. We did a challenge with Keyshot, and he was the winner of our backpack design challenge. And so yeah, his seems like his design's been making the rounds a little bit as well on Instagram, which has been really cool to see. So yeah, we're just together going to be sketching this sailboat, and hope to do more sessions like this where we just have a designer or artist featured, and we can work together in VR and try and make something happen. So right now we're actually working to get this boat to the to true scale. And Ziga, do you want to talk a little bit about this sailboat? This was kind of your inspiration and everything. You want me to talk about the brand or a
Yeah.
little bit about it?
Yeah. So hi everybody. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. First of all, so yeah, we were discussing with Jaren what to sort of draw, and my idea was to maybe uh, go and draw a sailboat, or yeah, create it in Gravity Sketch. This is actually a pretty new model of the Beneteau yachts, which is one of the like leading brands in sailboats. Um, this is also quite a big yacht, a big sailboat actually. It's yeah, as we discussed before, 53 feet long, which is I think 60 meters or something. So yeah, let's. I'm not sure if there's anything else to discuss.
Yeah,
Uh,
that about sums it up, I bet.
I
So I
think
just
so.
measured it. It said it's 56 feet. So you said it was a 53-foot yacht, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just gonna draw like a little stroke here. I'm gonna get rid of these and um, oops, not that one.
I'm not sure if this. I think it actually includes also the this tip here, but I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
think full. It was written as full length, so I would guess it's also with the tip, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So
Yeah, we also placed the mannequin inside, right? So we get a bit of sense of the scale.
here we go. Anyway, turn on snap. So that's a good little tip for everyone, real quick. I don't know if you can see this, Zigo, but I'm using the measure tool right now to measure out the length of this. And if you turn on snap, it actually will snap your distance. So we can get it right at 53. Oh, I guess
I
it goes
think
51 to 54, weirdly. Okay. But
I think we'll be using the snap feature a lot later
there we go.
for building out the deck.
Yeah. Um, so it's about right there. So that's 53 feet. And we'll just try and match that. So, cool. There we go.
Awesome.
So
I'm
now we're
gonna
to
turn.
scale. Um, anyway, that's just a good little tip. We were trying to figure out before the live, but we figured it would be good for people to see how you can kind of get things scaled in Gravity Sketch as well. So I just think it'd be super cool to have, if we, depending on how far we go with this, be cool to see it in a full scale. So, um, we talked about just blocking the volume. So why don't we just go ahead and start? I think we could probably start with a cube um, and just sort of extrude the
Exactly.
volume that way.
I've
Um,
already set to mirror, and I'll convert it to sub D, so we can join those two cubes by yeah deleting the middle part and then just connecting the dots, um, and then we can go from there. I think.
yeah. Um, so while you're working on that, I can help with gosh, there's so many terms with sailboats, and I don't know any of them. What would you call uh, this thing and this thing?
So that's the boom,
Okay.
and I think that's I'm not sure actually what's the English word? I was just checking it 10 minutes before. So I'm also like with the English words on sailboats, I'm also pretty rough, but
Okay. It's no worries.
so I think you can work on that and maybe also think of these sort of lines that connect these beams, just like supporting lines for the sailboat. And also this section here on the top, see these sort of sticks pointing out.
Yeah.
If we go here to the references, let's see. So here from the top, you can actually see those sticks, right? These are, again, to support the main beam that goes on the top.
Yeah.
So let's see. They have these metal strings connected to them, right?
Yeah.
So I'll help you out with this once you get to that, just to have it correct.
Yeah.
And I'll work on the body.
Yeah, perfect. I think a great way we can approach this is just get this get the main forms blocked out, and then we can get down into the details towards the end, like the railing and all that type of stuff. And,
yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Cool. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to start a new layer, and I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call the whole thing Boom. There we go. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if anybody has any questions during the live, I'll be checking periodically, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. This is a learning experience. This is why we do these lives, so we can help people with ideas and ways of working Gravity Sketch and just different workflows and work through issues and problems in real time. And just be really honest about the process. Cool. All right, so let's just get going here. So I'm looking at the reference images, and I see I'm just trying to understand the shape of it. I think it's just like a cylinder, right? Just like a big cylinder.
It's more like an ellipse, or like a rounded rectangle sometimes even.
Okay.
So let's see. Yeah, I think it's like an ellipse.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, a good way we can do that is we could probably do it as a stroke in this case, and then change the profile of the stroke.
I think that's a good idea of going about it.
The only thing is I want it to be perfectly aligned in the scene. And so I'm going to try and turn on grid for this. Let's see here. That's in the star now. Oops. That looks pretty straight, actually. Turn grid off. Okay. Kind of play with that for a bit. All right. So I'm going to extrude this all the way up to the top. I don't know why this is twisting like that. I think I just need to
Yeah, I'm sometimes having issues with those twisted lines. Um, but it's good that you can actually easily adjust them. So
Yeah.
that's a great thing you guys built in.
Yeah, it wants to twist. I think it's because of just the way the whole thing is. Let's see. Maybe we can add another. Hmm. I'm kind of having a tough time. I'm just gonna do sub D because I think there's just
Okay,
something about it being in the middle. I'm gonna just go sub D with this.
sounds good.
Um, I thought there was a way to do like oval shapes.
It's sub D.
Well, like
Oh,
in the primitives.
huh. Let's see. Yeah, it's just this cylinder, right?
Yeah, I thought there was, but I mean, I know you can with the sphere.
But maybe you can make a rounded rectangle, and that would also work, I think.
Um, yeah, you could do that.
But you can't convert that to sub D later, right?
Oh, oops. Yeah, it's I'm trying to work through it here. I felt like there was a way. Let's see. That actually I want to have the subdivision object customize, and now I'm going to do it. There we go. And should be able to, yeah, that'll give us our ovular shape. So we do that, and we just delete all these points that we don't need. Oops. And then we should be able to use that. So that'll be good. Anyway, that took a minute, but
No worries.
I'm going to turn that off. Edge loop select, and then we can just extrude this all the way up.
I'm pretty happy with how the hull came out. I think it
Oh yeah,
looks
this is
great.
looking great. Yeah, very
Uh,
nice.
I'm gonna try and go into a bit more subdivisions to define it a bit more.
I should have done this first, actually.
I learned a really good trick from you, I think a few days ago actually, that if you just half press and come close to a line, you can sort of move up and down the point and be precise of where you want to put it.
Yes.
I think that's
You talking
really,
about
really
with
helpful.
subdivisions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really useful. There we go. It's taking me so long to do this this thing, but I'm trying to do it the right way. Um,
Yeah.
can move it back. But this is what it is. This is the creation process. It's not snappy and smooth.
Sure. You gotta experiment and
So
then.
is the boom also oval shaped?
Uh, it is. Let
Okay.
me just come back. I'm not sure how it is in this particular one. For example, here you can also see, looking at this center image,
Yeah.
where the sail. Wait, let me come on the other side. So yeah, the sail here is actually. Let me draw on this so you can see what I'm talking about. So the sail here is actually moved into the boom, right? So
Right.
the boom sometimes does have some space here, or some way to sort of attach this the sail, right, when it's put down.
Yeah.
Some booms even, yeah. I mean, usually the sail goes into this main beam here, right?
Yeah.
Uh, when you roll it up, it sort of slides into the main body, but some do it this way. So, yeah, to get back to your question, I think we can just make it the same shape. Um,
Cool. Perfect. So we're just going to duplicate it and we can just rotate. Actually, I want to do the snap rotate. So yeah, another little tip for everyone is you can put in snap mode for rotate and you can actually snap it to a 90-degree rotation, which is really helpful. So let's just move that in position. I feel like I need more detailed photos of how this boom attaches to.
I can actually explain this, I think. So usually here in the front on this main beam, it just attaches. It has this like hinge, let's say it. Um, let's see.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Some sort of weird thing going on right now for me.
All right.
I might have to. One sec. Might have to close the app real quick.
All right. I'll wait.
I'll rejoin you in a minute.
Sounds good.
Let's see here.
Yeah, there's something weird happening with the boom.
Okay. I am back. All right. And we're still streaming too, which is good.
Right.
Cool. So let me just fix this really quickly. Actually, I'm just going to delete this whole thing because it's corrupted.
I'm repairing the hinge here. Just a quick, not too detailed hinge, but I think it will do.
I think if I get close to it, this is good. Here we go.
Make it a bit shorter so we can move it a bit back, so we can fit in the hinge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right. So actually I have to turn off mirroring for this one.
Gotcha. So that's on a hinge then. So it
Yeah,
can swing. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, so it can swing and you can adjust the sail.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
depending on the wind, right? You want to either have the sail more to the right or to the left. It all depends on the direction of the sailing,
Yeah.
and yeah. So that's one adjustment, and the other adjustment is actually happening on this arm that's down here. This helps you adjust the height of the boom, right? Whether it's a bit higher or a bit lower, that changes the characteristics of the sail and how it's, how it catches the wind.
That's cool. Does that give the sail like more slack?
Yeah,
When you
exactly,
do that?
exactly. You're just controlling the slack, right, all the time. So if you tighten those, so this left and right, you control it actually with the strings here on the back. So when you tighten this up, you have less slack on your sail, right? And also, yeah, with the thing on the bottom, as I said. But that's a good observation. Everything is, all the ropes and the connections we'll do later as well. It's all about, you know, how much slack the sail has and how well it catches the wind.
Yeah.
And that's the majority of the adjustments that you make while you're sailing.
Okay. So I'm just trying to see if there's any other major volumes that we can put in here. I can get
I think,
the bottom fin if you like. Let's
yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
take care of that real quick.
So that's actually the thing that helps the sailboats not tip over. So I don't know if you know this, but uh, I mean, people like to say that it's almost impossible to tip over a sailboat, right? And that's due to this bottom part. Again, I'm not sure how it's called in English, but um,
Interesting.
I mean, the only way you can actually tip it over is if your sail falls in the water, because then
Really?
it gets really heavy and it doesn't want to tip back. But this weight on the bottom actually helps it stabilize always. So
So it's a weight then. Gotcha.
yeah. Oh,
Very
what happened
cool.
here? I think I have some issues here.
What you got? Oh, yeah. So did you bring this together as a triangle or is it still quads?
It's still quads, so
Okay. If you get the
uh,
quads, like the vertices too close to each other, um, they'll like collapse and stuff. Uh,
yeah.
so that's probably what happens. Um,
Is there a way of unlinking this, or
let me see. Let's just
I
get this
think
thing
I
going.
think the issue is because they are together here.
Yeah. Here, let me go into edit mode and for this real quick.
Okay, I've snapped out of it, so
So it's at a triangle now. It looks like got triangles. Yeah. Usually you just have to. You pretty
okay.
much just
I can
have
see
to.
that actually.
Yeah. You pretty much have to mend it, like rebuild it basically.
Yeah,
There's there. Oh, there's another.
yeah. There's already some subdivisions done.
Yeah,
Or-
I ran into this issue when oopsies with when I did my jet airplane. If I got the points at the tip too close, it just you know.
Didn't want to.
So I usually try to keep them like a healthy distance away.
Yeah.
And there was even times where I would it was fine, and then when I left the sketch, um, the they had collapsed when I opened it.
Hmm.
So I don't know if there's a fix for that. Maybe I know some of the product team is watching, so um, maybe there's a way to solve that for a geometry that's um, I don't know too close to each other, or maybe it's just a tip, to not.
I think what happened was that when I was moving those points around to tighten it up, I moved them into the center snap location where it just snaps to the point on the other side,
Yeah.
uh, and then it just made like a flat surface, and I think this is what messed it up,
Yeah.
probably. Oh, it would be cool if it would be open like this in the front, but not practical.
Yeah. No, holes on ships aren't usually
Yeah,
the
not the
most
best
practical
part.
thing.
Exactly.
um, let's see. Cool. I should have done this. Also, if you're ever doing any this is a tip for anybody watching too. Like if you're ever doing any repair work like this in Sub D, um, it's a lot easier actually if you're not in smooth mode,
Mhm.
for you to see what the topology is doing and all the polygons. So I definitely recommend you going turning off smooth mode and actually just see now you can see how everything connects. Um, anyway, just a little tip for anyone watching. Cool. So we can move these kind of closer together.
Have to move up the reference image a bit.
And
I
then,
can't see it.
cool, that should be good for now. All right.
Awesome.
Okay. So you got the top volume going on there. Perfect. All right. I'll finish up the bottom here.
All right.
Collapse points. And we're just going to collapse this into just triangles, basically, front. There we go. Just a big old weight on the bottom. Okay. And then after this, I'm just going to look and see if there's any questions before.
All right. Sounds good.
Um, there we go. Cool. Okay, let me let's check the questions real quick. So, is this co-create available for everyone? This is only available for education institutions uh, and for businesses. I see Emil actually answered that question there. Yeah, so we do want to bring it to individuals at some point in the future in some form, but there's technical limitations for that right now. So we're not really sure when that might happen, but it is a desire to do that eventually in the future. So yeah, thanks, Emil. Emil's answering some questions there, so that's good. I will continue on then. So, okay, you got that top surface there. I can start blocking in the rails.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Since that might. It's not super hard, but it might take a minute just to get on. So I can do that real quick. Cool.
I do have one question here, maybe to you, Aaron.
Yeah.
If we want to make the teak wood on the top, if we want to import the texture, right? You can see there's sort of a border here between the wood and the body.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not sure if you could think about this in advance, maybe, or is this something we can do later?
What do you mean? So for when you put the you mean the 3D or the texture? Are you talking about the texture when you apply the texture later, or what do you mean?
Yeah, so for example, can we just split the top surface of the 3D geometry that we made at the bottom and then just sort of apply the texture just to one section, you know?
Yeah, so I think the best way to think about it is just for this everything that the teak wood is going to be on. I think it should just be its own surface, um,
Yeah.
and yeah, it should be a separate thing. There's not really a great way right now in Gravity Sketch to like say you have a sub D surface and you want to like duplicate or like select a face and then like take from that sub D surface and create a new and without just like completely duplicating the entire thing and then
Hmm.
deleting everything you don't want. Um, but I think in general, the general concept, we should just create a separate surface
Okay.
that will be just the teak wood.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
All right, I'm gonna get my stroke tool, sort of match the thickness here, and then probably get like a dark color. And then let me just have a look at this. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we've got so it's like it looks like it's like metal poles and then they're connected by the wiring.
That's exactly how it is. So you
Gotcha.
have these metal poles on certain sections, and then the metal wires in between. Um, yeah, I don't think there's any specifics here. This
Gotcha.
side view has a really nice, you can see the where the hard sections are.
Yeah. Then we can just take that. Oh, can you lock the reference layer?
Yeah, let me
I just
do that
accidentally
quickly.
grabbed it.
Yeah, all right.
Cool.
Actually, you know what? I'll move it a bit down since I don't need it up top here anymore. Like this, and I'll lock
Okay.
it.
There we are. And then select that, move that over. It's kind of wobbly. There we go. Nice. And we'll just go ahead and mirror that. And then it looks like, if I look at this picture here, all of these are like metal poles. And then we've got the wiring in between, so cool. So I think probably what we'll do is just do what we did before. And create our metal pole. We'll just duplicate it. So we have them lined up exactly where we want them. And then we can just move them back right where they need to be. I'm going to just put that there for reference. Oops. There we go. There's so many components to a boat, sailboat.
Yeah. I thought it's less of them, but now that we started sketching out, I see it's getting bigger and bigger, or yeah, there are more aspects to it than I thought.
It's just like with anything. I think every time I do something in Gravity Sketch, I realize, oh wow, there's actually a lot that goes into this. you know, um, makes you appreciate all the work and engineering and design that goes into something too when you try and replicate it or make it.
True.
Um, it looks like we've got. Delete these. We don't need these anymore. Looks like they're connected by these. Oh,
Oops, sorry,
that's all right.
wrong slide.
No worries. Okay. Oh, you might need to flip the normals.
Uh-huh.
Or are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, sort of like see-through.
Yeah. I think the normals just got flipped. Let me see if I can.
Oh, you know what? It's actually the opacity on my layer. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought there was something weird going on.
This is the best part where you actually have something sort of blocked in, and then you can really start to see the
Yeah.
see it take shape. Okay. So I believe we get like a lighter piece here. There we go. Looping this around. It kind of looked like this was like wound.
Sometimes when I'm going into details with like some of these stuff, I just get lost with all of the points and how to connect them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still struggle.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Cool. Can you bring back the reference layer that gives you the side view?
Yeah.
Just wanted
Here
to
you go.
reference that. Yeah, thanks. Just gonna duplicate that. And you can spend time. What's great too is you can spend time on things, on details, because especially if it's repetitive. Because if you put the time in for one thing, everything else becomes a little bit quicker.
True.
There's that. This piece.
This back part is quite tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I more or less got it. It's already looking like something, so that's great. Oh, nice details.
Yeah, just trying to be like it's probably going to be a little bit of a simplified version, but I don't want it to be like I want it to have enough detail where it's believable, you know?
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's a big object, right? And such small things. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to get out of the model, but
Exactly.
I think the amount of detail that you chose is really good. So, as you said, it makes it believable.
Exactly. Gosh, I just think about this type of stuff. Um, these types of wiring and tubing is really kind of traditionally pretty hard to do
What,
in 3D.
oh yeah,
That's
working co-creation is really quick, really beneficial, I think. I mean, we're producing stuff quite quickly.
absolutely. Let's see. How's it going back here?
Doing well.
Nice.
So I made this hole, and now yeah, I have to also create it here in the front part. So this is where you can sort of walk around, and there's even some like couch area here on each side.
Yeah.
Relax. So I'm trying to block out those shapes, and yeah, then we
Nice.
can get to detailing, like maybe creating some pillows or cushions and steering wheel and so on and so forth.
Nice. Very cool. Let's I'm gonna move these people up to the front here. Let's check on questions real quick.
All right.
Let's see. Da-da-da. What opacity at less than 100%? You sometimes get that flipped normal look. I guess that's because the inside of the surface is lit better than the outside. Yeah, I'm not sure what the reasoning is that behind that, but that could be it. Um,
Yeah, I had the opacity turned down before, so
yeah.
that was the reason.
Somebody asked about the selection sphere. Yeah, good answer, Greg Johnson. Yeah, right now it's just the selection sphere is what you can get inside of it. That's how you can select multiple objects. Oh, somebody asked, what's the boat? Can you say again, Ziga, what type of boat this is?
You know what? I'll look it up quickly. So it's from Beneteau, and it's the specific name is actually First Yacht 53. So usually, yeah, the 53 indicates the length, right? So the name is First Yacht from Beneteau, and that's Beneteau.
Awesome.
If
Thanks.
this answers the question.
Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, and it's cool at the full scale too. I'm kind of like teleporting around. I wonder I wonder if those people are too tall because the wiring comes up kind of short unless that's how it's supposed to be.
Um, hmm.
Like, do
I
the
mean,
people look too tall?
it's usually up to this height, I would say. It's not. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's more than this.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't go above your waist. That's for sure, but I'm not
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know what the normal is, so that's good. That's good to know.
I mean, some people even put like not fabric, but like mesh. They buy mesh stuff, and they put it in between the strings. So because, for example, you can imagine you're walking on this on the deck, and you drop something. And if you
Yeah.
don't have some kind of a mechanism, some kind of a guard here, it just falls in the water. So
Yeah, I could see that being a problem.
it's good to have a back. Maybe some future improvements for yachts
Hey,
is,
we're
is
this,
included.
this is what we're doing. We're solving problems right now.
True.
We could put it on the model actually if we wanted.
True.
Let's see. Got that. Nice. Looks like these connect. Cool.
Are you progressing?
Yes. Just making sure I'm doing everything right.
Yeah.
Guess I could get these rods too on the sail as well. I'm gonna do that real quick.
Yeah, they're quite a bit thicker, I think. I mean, in not in height. Let me see. Yeah, I think they're. If you look at the top-down image here on
Uh-huh.
the in the reference images, see this one. I
Oh,
think
where
it's
are they?
almost the
Where are
width
they?
of the.
I don't see.
So these, yeah, these guys here.
Oh, these here?
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Oh,
almost the width of the main beam, right? And
got
they
ya.
tape towards the end.
Oh, that's what these are?
Yeah, and then the strings, these strings that you can see here, right? They attach to the tips, and then somewhere down here, I would say, almost sort of on the edge of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's because you want to keep it stable and not tip like left to right.
Right.
So that's what these things are for.
So this here is like
Yeah.
thicker. It's like it goes out like that.
Yeah, I think it's even more actually. I think
Because it like
it's let's see.
like that or
Yeah. And I think it's even the angle is even more something like this.
okay.
It stands out quite a lot. So it's
Gotcha.
here because
Oh,
then
I
this
see.
go
It's
down
just
almost the edge, right?
it's just very deceiving from side view.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Okay. There we go. Should I fit that in there? Cool. Got this tuned to the top there. This is really coming together quickly.
It is
Well, when you got two people working on the same thing. Let's see.
true. It helps with speed quite a lot.
Okay.
I mean, of course, if we would be designing something, that would take a bit longer,
Right. Well, yeah, that's another thing too, is that we already
but I
have the
mean,
design.
I mean, really, I mean, if you come in Gravity Sketch to actually build something, um, I think it looks quite similar to this, right? You have your main sketches, you sort of position them accordingly, and then you can really quickly come to a basic shape.
Absolutely.
And if you get down into the details, then you can create some amazing stuff.
So I saw that you got your headset. How's it been? Have you put any more hours in Gravity Sketch,
Uh,
or just have you been playing any games?
Actually, yeah, I've downloaded Superhot, of course.
Nice,
That's like
nice.
the go-to. Um, but actually, I've been redoing my bathroom sort of, and
Right,
not
right.
using Gravity Sketch, but using Rhino and then importing that model into Gravity Sketch,
Yeah,
just because I wanted to be super precise, with
right.
certain stuff, because I wanted to check the dimensions. But I used Gravity Sketch then to get the feeling for certain dimensions, heights of the water basins and so on, and it was really really great. I mean,
That's
you actually
awesome.
get the feeling of sitting in the bathroom, Um, so it's been helpful from that point of view, but also um, I've been sketching a bit, playing around. Um, I do have some plans. If you remember, I was talking about doing a revision of the backpack.
Right.
So I think that's something that's coming up that I want to do. And yeah, it's been serving its purpose really well.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. I haven't tried an interior thing or architectural thing yet with Gravity Sketch, but that's something I've been thinking about lately. Um,
It's it's super fun.
yeah, I mean it's perfectly suited for that. It's uh, just a really great way to ideate things. I know that Michael Smith said a while back he was redoing his whole basement on one of our
Yeah,
lives. He was using Gravity Sketch for basement renovations, which is pretty cool. Um, okay,
yeah,
let's see what's going
it's
on here.
really powerful also in those cases. So
There we go. Okay.
I'll just turn off the reference or the side view and the top view for a sec so I can see sort of the space here. All right. Yeah, I think the back is taking shape quite well actually. I think we're quite close to the final shape.
Yeah.
And then we can play a bit with the details. How much time do we have left?
Let me check. Let's see here. If this goes slightly longer too, I think it's okay. Um, we obviously don't want to make it like, a 3 hour session or anything, um, but I think if it goes a little bit longer, I think that's okay. Just because I think
All
this
right.
is a really great workflow. But it's obviously also whatever time you have, because I know we talked about an hour. So if you can't go longer than that, that's totally fine. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
actually,
looks
I
like
mean,
we're right at an hour. so,
yeah, nice.
um, yeah. Well, there we go.
I think
Um,
it's fun, so we can continue.
yeah. Let me see. Let's try and block in the sail. Let's get some of those details on.
Oh yeah, that would be super nice.
Um, so,
So yeah, we have two sails, right? So one is the mainsail, which is the back one,
mhm.
and the front one is sort of the head sail, I think is the name, or jib sail, or jib is also what people call it.
Uh-huh.
So usually you have this front part where the sail rotates around. So when it's stored, you actually roll it around this string, let's call it, right?
Gotcha.
Um, and then to roll it out, you actually have those ropes that go on the side of the boat here to back to the winch, where you can actually then roll it out. So I think we need a volume here, and then I'm not sure. Do you want to do the sail?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll do the back one
Yeah.
or the main sail.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. And then maybe we can also attach some. Oh yeah, we have to make it even higher actually.
Yeah, I just realized this kind of cut. The image is cut off, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how much higher it goes, but
Yeah, let's just try and find the intersection, I guess. I think it goes even higher.
yeah. Let's see there.
I'll grab this guy, and I think it's somewhere around here.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Nice. That's great. I'll just reuse this on the back. Oops.
Okay. Um. Okay, so I'm just looking at the images here. Do do do.
I think, yeah, you should. There's no great image of this actually. But this front sail actually
Oh, I see how it
follows.
wraps around. I
Yeah, I
just saw
mean,
that.
this is, for example, you're looking at this one here, right, on the
Mm-hmm.
top. So you can actually see, if you zoom a bit closer, you can see the head sail is this one,
Yeah.
and that's another bigger extension sail that you can put on if you really want to take
Gotcha.
advantage of the wind. But this one doesn't go that far out,
Yeah.
doesn't wrap around that much. I think it follows more the curvature of the boat.
Right.
But it does extend beyond the center beam, and it's either on the left or on the right side.
Wow, that's really interesting. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's so you actually have two strings. One is connected from the left side of the boat, and one on the right side. And then when
Yeah.
you switch sides, you have to, throw throw the sail to the other side.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
it extends further, yeah, as I said.
Cool. So do we want to extend it or do we want it rolled up?
Good question. I think let's extend it.
It's
I
probably
think it would look
easier to do
cooler
if it's extended, modeling wise.
that
Let's see.
I'll just use the surface tool, I think, for this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have the mirror turned on. To turn it off. Oh yeah, also the Quest 2. I think is much better than Quest 1
Mm-hmm.
in terms of comfort, especially. Because after a while with the Quest 1, I had a hard time, having the headset on because it was getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I think the Quest 2 actually solved this problem quite nicely. I'm having the headset on now for an hour, and I don't feel the need to take it off, right?
Yeah, it's good to know. I've never tried. I don't really have any hours on the original Quest, so I only have experienced the Quest 2. But I could totally see that though.
Yeah, I mean the displays are LCD compared to OLED, which is a downgrade, but
Yeah.
they're a better quality, and also I don't see that big of a difference compared to the OLED. So
Yeah.
yeah, I trade comfort over display quality anytime. So
Yeah, comfort. Yeah, especially if you know you're going to be spending lots of hours. You really want to make sure you're going to be having a comfortable experience. I will say though, I do think, and this is a personal opinion, I think the Rift S is more comfortable than the Quest.
okay,
But because it has that hard, sort of like padded back, whereas on the Quest you just have the bands, and I feel like those plastic pieces can kind of hurt your head a little bit after a little while.
yeah.
But you can get like the Pro strap for it though, as a
Yeah, I saw it. I'm thinking about it.
yeah.
So
I've never tried it, but
I've seen some really positive reviews on YouTube, so I think I'll get it at some point. But yeah, for now, it's not that big of an issue for me. So
yeah. So
all right,
did I do the front one right? Did I do that right?
It's actually, let's see. It goes almost to the bottom.
Oh, gotcha.
Like this. So that's one difference.
Okay.
And then the other is it goes up to here somewhere.
Oh,
We can
really?
actually make it. We can actually make it so that it looks like it.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's catching some wind.
Exactly. I'm not sure really how you built it though. Can we? It's not sub D, right?
Oh no, it's a NURB surface, but you can convert it to sub D though.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll go with this points a bit higher because I think, I mean, that worked pretty well for me on the mainsail.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's good.
and then we'll just do another one here. Pull it out a bit. Even a bit more, actually. I think it's more like this. Yeah, that looks about right.
Okay.
Pour out, and then we just do some tightening up.
Nice. So, oh, I see.
So it's something like this, right? So,
I see what you meant by the left or the right side.
yeah.
So, if you wanted this to go along the left side, how would you do that? Like in a, sailing situation. How would you? Yeah, how would you do that?
So you would have, let's see, I'll draw this in so it's easier to explain. So
Yeah.
you would have one string that goes from here to here,
Yeah.
or rope, and then another one that goes around here to
Oh, I see.
sort of here on the side, and to the winch here on the back. So a winch is actually just like a cylinder. So it's this thing here.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is where you wrap the rope around, and
Right.
then on the top put in like a handle like this, and this is what you then turn around to, you know. And some of these are even electric. I think this one actually is. You can see here this.
Yeah.
So it's left and right rotation,
Yeah.
clockwise or counterclockwise, and yeah, you would sort of release this one here from the winch, and then just tighten the one on the left, and this would actually pull the sail around.
I see. That
Around.
makes sense. Shortening the lengths of each of those that way, so that makes it come around then like this.
Exactly, exactly.
Gotcha. That's cool. That's really cool. My cousin has sailed a lot, but I've never done it myself, so I just don't have the experience. But it seems like be really fun to do.
It is. I mean, it does have its trade-offs, right?
Right.
Like, it's not the most comfortable bathroom and so on and so forth. Uh, Also, cooking is not that flexible, let's say, but
Yeah.
um, I mean, the benefits that you get, I think, are worth it, and it's a good experience.
For
So,
sure.
if you get a chance to try it, I would recommend it.
Well, let's see. Gosh, there's so many details, so many
Yeah.
things. It's
I
really
thought
cool.
I thought we would be able to make even more stuff, but
Well, let's get sort of the control modules on here. Um,
yeah, I think we can make the steering wheels and this image here. Um,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one.
okay, maybe you can work on this, and I'll work on the winch and the rope
Perfect.
details,
Yeah,
attaching all the ropes and so on and so forth.
yeah, perfect.
Sounds good. All right,
Let's
let's work
see.
on that.
Man, those are big steering wheels, huh?
Yeah. Um,
Those are.
Actually, it's the purpose of this is that you can sit sort of on the side. So when you can see it here actually on this image on the
Uh huh.
top. So when you're sitting on the edge,
Oh yeah.
this is tipped, you need a long steering wheel so you can grab it from the side. Um, so that's the reason for that.
That's pretty cool. That makes a lot of sense.
Also, there's two steering wheels. So depending on which side of the sailboat you are, because it's a really wide sailboat,
Uh huh.
you actually need two of them. So when you're on the other side, you can control it from the left side, right, or from the right.
Oh, I just noticed on this picture, there's some side fins too. It looks like.
Yeah, I think that's the rotors actually.
Oh.
Specifically for this reason, right? Because when you're tipped on one side and you want to control the boat, if it's in the middle, it sort of goes out of the water and you can lose control.
Yeah.
Um, that helps counter that.
Wow.
Yeah, there's quite a few nice details, or not details, but features like that on sailing boats
Yeah.
that are interesting compared to like regular boats.
Okay. All right. I think I can make this. Just trying to get a sense of the shape of those modules. So if we do this. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, there we go.
Jaren, is there a way to snap it to like 90 degrees when you rotate some stuff?
Yeah, so if you open up the tool belt
Yeah,
and grab the rotate tool,
yeah.
and
I
if
got
you click the like the A button, if you're using, yeah, if you click the A button, that'll switch you to a snap, switch you on and off for the snap mode.
Uh-huh, okay, I see.
And then
Nice.
you should be able to snap it by like 15-degree increments.
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Move this over a little bit. Get the reference here.
And these ropes are actually hidden in the body of the sail. So usually on the more budget-friendly boat, not budget-friendly, but like lower
Uh-huh.
boats, smaller boats, it's usually the cables are outside. So
Gotcha. Interesting.
maybe for the purpose of this, I'll just make them outside because I think it will add a bit more detail to it.
Okay.
Would be cool if we had a rope texture. I think that could look super nice.
Oh yeah. Maybe I can find one. Let's see. Okay. Smooth that. And then edge loop, select that. Bring the whole thing down. We got all kinds of little panels here.
Nice. That looks great. How do you actually detach a mirrored element? Oops.
So what was the question?
How do you detach a mirrored element?
Like what do you want to do specifically?
So I have this element mirrored, but I want to sort of change it here on this side, right?
But not this side?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so if you take it, there's a bake mirrored button in the menu, and if you bake the
Oh
mirror,
yeah.
then it'll detach it. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I was just trying to make sure I knew what you wanted to do there. Okay. Okay. And then I'm just gonna pull out a. Actually, I just want a regular cube. That'll be best. Oops. Nice. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Just adding some details on the
Nice.
user interface here. It's kind of a simplified version. And then let's get those wheels.
Massive ones.
Yeah. Weird. I just need to turn on mirror, so everything I've been doing, I've been turn on the mirror. I have to do it manually, so I'm gonna just turn that on. There you go. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. So we're just going to get a revolve tool.
I think I'll block in some details on the deck as well, so it's not so blend. Get some windows in.
I think it should be a revolve anyway. Yeah.
We can make the body also a bit dark blue. Looks nice.
Pretty close to the bottom, okay.
Can I make the rails in chrome?
Yeah, do it.
Would look nice. Get some reflective material on it. I really love how you did the strings.
What is this? Okay, and then I think I can do this with strokes, so I'm gonna do that. Cool. And then we're gonna go to stroke, polar symmetry, 3. And
Just making a few more ropes here. Add more detail.
nice. And then it actually ends here. Actually, that's thicker. And
We're looking pretty good.
then, yeah. Let's see. Move down. Yeah, let's do the let's get the teak wood going.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I can work on that. I can work on the putting on the surface for that if you like.
Yeah, please. I'll work on the windows. Because there's still some windows I have to block in, and then I'll move in the texture that I prepared. We can go from there.
Just check the comments. I haven't looked at the comments in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, Greg Johnson, great point. Scaling around a point would be great. I think that's something we want to implement at some point as well. So, yeah, for sure. So, just trying to think of the best way to do it. I think if we do sub-D surface, and then start off really simple. Yeah, bring in that teakwood texture. I want to see what that looks like.
Alrighty. Let's see. Textures. It's loading up. Alrighty. Here you go.
Cool. Whoa. Well.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't look great.
Do you have it in? I think
You know what?
sometimes.
I think if we do it with a NURB surface, yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Or is that? Do I have it as NURBs right now? Yeah, I do.
I think it would be best if you just have like 4 points, for the surface, and then you just extend it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think then you don't get those. Oh yeah, but actually, for the top, the lines usually go along with the curvature of the boat, so
Yeah.
it will be there.
Let me see.
I'll actually take that and duplicate it. Oops. I can't. When you're working on the surface, I can't duplicate it, right?
Right.
Okay. Good. Never mind then.
It's cool. You can actually like make the texture follow the
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm duplicating your fancy rails on the other side.
What time is it for you over there right now?
Let's see.
It's late, right?
It's 9:30, yeah. At 9 p.m.
Yeah, I knew it was kind of late. There
Yeah.
we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, don't feel obligated that you have to stay on here if you have to go at some point.
Oh, it's super fun. So I think, yeah. I mean, we can continue as long as we have time.
Yeah,
Um, I
I
would be
think
happy
I think if we can get this teakwood texture on the boat, and you're done with your windows, I think that's probably a good place.
to end it off. Yeah, I think so. Let me just finish these rails, and then I'll come and help you out with the rest. Okay, I thought if you group the items and you mirror them, that it mirrors the whole group, but it just mirrors the one element, right?
So you can mirror groups. You basically have to hold the edit button, um, and that's how you can. That's how you can
All
do it.
right. I see. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll put the teak on the side. This will look really good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking where it's headed.
Nice. That looks great. Is there a way of duplicating points in a NURB surface that I'm not aware of?
Um, I think you just add or subtract them. There's not really a duplicating. Or are you working with the NURB surface?
I think I am. Let's see.
Are you trying to extend it from that end? You have to
Yeah.
move your joystick, swipe your joystick to the right.
Ah, I see. Okay, so you can select the lines, right?
Yeah, and so yeah, in NURBS,
I see. Yeah.
you control which axis of the surface that you're editing.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm gonna put this teak surface on the seating area.
All right.
That's really weird. I tried deleting the points. It created a duplicate. Instead, it created a duplicate surface, which is weird. Okay.
All right. I think the file is getting a bit busy for me.
Is it lagging for you?
It's, yeah, a little. Nothing major, but
Yeah, the teak wood really brings it together, doesn't it? Like it makes it really feel like a nice boat.
I agree. We had a duplicate of the body, so I just deleted it. I really like this combination between the teak wood and the blue body.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Oops.
Let's duplicate that. Cool.
We changed the top surface. Nice.
I was just playing around.
Yeah.
Okay. In the bottom. Man, this is really cool.
Yeah, I'm liking it as well. If we would have a bit more time, we could tighten it up, but I'm pretty happy with the results so far.
Yeah. Let me just really quick see if I can find a rope texture.
Sounds good.
Do-do-do. I don't know. I'm getting like looped ropes. I need like a singular rope texture. I wonder if this one would work. Alright, let's see if that works. I don't know. We'll maybe that'll do it. I mean, kind of. It's pretty stretched.
Let's see. Oh shit! I moved the deck. Let's see. Oh yeah, it stretches out.
Is that even the kind of rope that it would be, even anyway?
So it's usually that woven. Yeah, it's not that type
It's
of.
like like a pirate ship rope.
Yeah, true. Usually it's like a whitish color. So
Yeah.
can I? There was, and I remember I could sort of change the color of the image. Is there still a possibility to do that,
I
or?
think if it's depends on it has to be applied to a surface. So I can do it I can do it on the boat,
Yeah.
but it has to be applied to a surface. Yeah.
Alrighty.
That's fine. We can just change the color. We don't have to have a texture.
That's good.
Cool. Wow. Pretty cool. I'm gonna teleport.
I think this was a good move that we picked the sailboat.
Yeah, for sure.
It's also really fun to make. So
It's really cool to sit over here and like I'm actually sitting on the boat.
yeah, let me join.
Wow.
It's quite spacious actually.
Yeah, it is. Let's
Usually, yeah. What did you want to
I
say?
was gonna try and do some water or something.
All right.
Think oh. Actually, I want to do it a different way. If I go to plane, sub D, customize. Control the amount of subdivisions. And then I'm going to change that to reflective. This might be heavy on the scene, so
The water image.
yeah, or just the. Now we're out at sea. Let's see. Okay.
Maybe we should make it also a bit transparent.
You could, but it probably wouldn't be realistic. to how it actually looked, because you wouldn't really see through the water if you're at sea, unless
That,
unless there was something directly, like unless there was a shark like right here or something. Yeah. Wow. Very cool. I like seeing the whole boat. I just turn off the water. um, oh, very nice.
have to fix the legs a bit, but yeah.
Very cool. I want to be on this boat for real.
Me too. Looks nice.
Let's see.
Did you make the steering wheels to size, or I mean, yeah, it's hard.
It's rough. It's roughly this size. I don't know. It might not be quite right.
It looks just a tad bit small, but yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like this pose. Very
Yeah,
sturdy pose you gave him. Um,
he's in action.
well, I'd say let's just call it done. Obviously, we could spend a lot more time on this. um, but this was a really fun learning experience for me. I mean, I don't really know anything about boats, so this is pretty fun actually. And yeah, I hope everyone watching also learned something, learned a thing or two. Let me change this surface here to a actual. There we go. Um, but yeah, thank you, Ziga, for joining us today for the sketch, and for kind of taking the lead on the boat.
Thank you for having me. It was super fun, and yeah, I wish we can do this more often. So
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I mean, we always do these every week, these live sketches, and I don't think there's any reason why we couldn't have you back on in the future. And um, yeah, and if anybody watching wants to join us at some point, just reach out to us, and we can get a dialogue going. So yeah, if you want to check out Ziga's work, I highly recommend following him on Instagram. He does some great stuff. Check out his backpack design they did for a recent challenge. We'll actually soon be releasing the presentations from that challenge, by the way. So we'll be releasing that on YouTube. And then another thing on the challenge as well, if you're watching and you're wondering, hey, I applied for the or I submitted to be picked from the prize draw. So we're going to be announcing that person as well pretty soon. It's a little bit late in the game, but yeah, just thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you learned something. And if you have any suggestions for what you want us to do in the future for live sketches, whether it's a boat or some kind of product or anything you want to see demoed, anything goes. We're open to it. Just let us know in the comments. Send us a direct message on Instagram. We're open to suggestions. Also, check out the new iPad app. We just released it last week. Go download it if you have an iPad. Try it out. Let us know what you think. We're open to all kinds of feedback from the community. Share your work using the Gravity Sketch iPad hashtag. And Yeah, so we're looking for all kinds of feedback with that, and we're going to have an update to that later this year. So your feedback is greatly appreciated. Anyway, with that, thank you very much, everyone, and thank you, Ziga.
Thank you, Jaren, and yeah, see you guys soon.
All right, see ya.